Hello, people joining for the first time and people who are continuing with the course that we started in January. This is Deepening the Silence, the third session of the 21-day online program, and today is day 60. My name is Mark and I'm in northern New Jersey. So if you haven't got your foot soaking bucket ready yet, then here's your chance to be ready for the first guided meditation, which starts in a few minutes. Now, if you are new, say this is just your first or second visit to Sahaja Yoga in our online course, then maybe you'd like a little more information, a little bit of an introduction. You can use the Zoom chat. There is a Zoom chat person called Breakout Room Help, and that's exactly what it is. We'll actually put you with a Sahaja Yoga teacher in a breakout room, and they will explain to you one-on-one exactly what is this and why you're going to really love doing this. Also, we do have a course website, and you can review all the previous lessons, all the previous handouts. They're all there on the course website. And the other way we can support people is by offering a mentor, kind of like a big brother or a big sister who can meet with you at whatever is convenient time for both of you and meditate with you, answer questions, and get to know you like a really good friend. So this is for the new people, but it's also for anybody at any stage in Sahaja Yoga. If you would like a mentor or an additional mentor, then that's all available. On Sunday, our topic was small victories, which are a big part of becoming our true selves. Today, our topic is not reacting. So, as we often do on our programs, we'll have a short talk about the topic. We'll have a guided meditation and a foot soak, a video of the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, some music, which will be directly related to the theme, and then there'll be a second guided meditation. And at the end, we'll answer your questions and share some of our experiences as people who've been doing Sahaja Yoga for some time. So now I'd like to introduce our two presenters, Phil and Sila.
Hi.
Oh yeah, all right. Sila, I see you're in San Francisco. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Saila. I'm a wife, householder, and a teacher who is enjoying a summer holiday right now. And I've been meditating for 20 plus years and happy to be here with you.
Great. And Phil, tell us a little bit about Phil.
It's too long to tell. Um, I've been in Sahaja Yoga meditating for about 40 years this year. It's really a wonderful anniversary. I live in the San Diego area, and I'm currently a professor teaching digital art and video gaming at a school in Seattle, long distance.
All right. And tonight you're a Sahaja Yoga teacher as well. So we're going to start with Phil. Over to you, Phil.
Wow, it's it's such a treat to join all of you all. Um, We're going to be talking about managing our reactions tonight. I don't know about you, but there's an awful lot to react to these days. And it can affect our whole mood. It can affect our relationship with other folks. So we're going to have a talk by Shri Mataji. We're going to have some inspirational music and then a deep meditation later on as well, um, about how to manage these things and how to balance ourselves. So speaking of balance, let's raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. I suggest we close our eyes and put our hand in front of our sacrum bone. Bring our Kundalini up and really feel it inside. Take a deep breath and then release and tie a knot. It's not just a ritual. We're really interacting with our subtle body. And we do it a second time. Slowly feeling the energy inside of us. It's coming up our spinal column. But sometimes you feel it all the way through your body. Tighten 2 knots. Again, another deep breath, hold and release. Such a powerful thing, this deep breathing. Then the third time, we tighten 3 knots, once for each of our centers, the left, right, and center. Then bring our hands down. And then we'll take a bandhan of protection over our head 7 times. It also balances our right and left side by doing this, which we're going to be talking a lot about tonight. If you'd like to start your foot soak now, if you haven't already, go ahead and have your foot soak. It feels so nice to feel the tensions of the day draining away, doesn't it? Again, I invite everyone to just, as you sit, if you're settled nicely into your foot soak, I just suggest we do this little exercise where we raise our hands up, sit up in your seat as far as you feel comfortable, stretch your fingers toward the sky, put your head back, and take a deep, deep breath. Hold it. And release. Let's try that again. And a third time. I find it just relaxes my body, my mind, and prepares the pathway for the meditation that we're going to enjoy tonight. Let's just sit for a moment of silence now and just invite the Mother Kundalini energy to rise up and let us be thoughtless. With each breath, we start to release some of the tension, exhaustion, or anxiety we feel during the day that we've collected. We need to release all of this so that we can allow room for the Kundalini energy to rise within us. As we're talking about reactions, everyone knows by now that our left side is our more emotional side, our side of desire. And our right side is our dynamic side and side of action, corresponding to the ego and the superego. Shri Mataji has commented that we really only have 2 controls within us. It's the accelerator, which is the ego, and the brake, which is the superego. And when we react to things, we may be triggered by an emotional thing on our left side, or we may be triggered by something that irritates us on our right side. And then it sets us off into a series of moods. Perhaps an irritation on the right side sends us off into a bad feeling on our left side, and we find ourselves in a state of kind of irritation and depression at the same time. But when we're covered by these things, we mistake it for who we are. So what we want to do tonight is really learn how to surrender these things. If we find ourselves overwhelmed by something or irritated by something, we just close our eyes and just say, Mother Kundalini, I surrender this situation to your power. Mother Kundalini, I surrender this to the higher power within me. And it's surprising how often just that act of surrender will de-escalate the emotion, the reaction that we're having. It allows us to sit back and go, oh, this happened, and then that happened. Oh, and then I was triggered to react, but I didn't know I was doing that. So there's a very simple exercise that's nice to do in Sanskrit. There's there are two phrases, ham and sham. There's going to be a music video later as well with that. Ham means I am, and that's our left side, if you will. And you bring your hand up your left side, and then it crosses over to the right side of your brain. As you know, the central nervous system crosses over at the brain. So you can bring your hand up and put it on the side of your head and just go, I am, meaning I am my full spirit. I am all that I can be. And then on the right side, our side of action, we can take our hand, bring it up our right side, crossing over, and just say, I forgive. I forgive everything. I forgive everything that's bothering me, everything that's worrying me. I forgive all my anger. They're very simple things to do. And we'll have a meditation later to maybe go further within that. And during the music that we're going to have later, you can even, as the singer sings Ham and Sham, it's kind of nice to go up your left side and just sort of gently put pressure on your superego, or up your right side. This thing about Sahaja Yoga being very practical and interactive, of combining our subtle and physical body. So again, let's just have a moment of silence in which we go inside. And if we're feeling any particular emotion that's burdening us, something we've been worrying about over the course of the day, we can just go inside. But I recommend that we just gently massage our sahasrara, our crown, because we're not doing this intellectually. We're not doing it through psychology. We're doing it through vibrations. And bring our hand up above our head and ask, please let me be in thoughtless awareness. Please establish my self-realization. Keep our eyes closed. And in this state of thoughtless awareness, we can observe our emotions. If there's a troubling emotion that comes up on our radar, we just observe it. We observe, I'm worrying about insurance. I'm worrying about work. We can take this in however you feel comfortable stating it. Inside, you can say, I take all my worries about my work and I surrender those to Mother Kundalini, to the power of Mother Kundalini with energy. If I have anxiety, I surrender this anxiety. And I choose to replace it with this unconditional love that we feel when we meditate. I replace the anger if I'm feeling it. I choose to release my anger. And I ask to please fill that with forgiveness and compassion. Let's just meditate on this for a few minutes. Forgiving our emotions, forgiving our reactions, surrendering them. You can do this anytime at home when you meditate on your own. Now let's finish the foot soak and rinse our feet and just set the tub away. You can empty it later. Let's take care of that and then settle ourselves. We're going to have a very deep and insightful video by our founder, Shri Mataji. We want to stay in a state of meditation as we watch this. And in a sense, listen from our Sahasrara. In a sense, imagine if you can see from your Sahasrara from a spiritual perspective. Let's just sit in meditation until the video starts. If thoughts come along.
The mind about which we speak and depend upon is a myth. There's nothing like mind. Brain is reality, not the mind. Mind is created by us reacting to outside. Either we react to conditionings or to our ego. Thus this mind is created like bubbles on the ocean of reality. But that's not reality. With this mind, whatever we decide, we know is very limited, elusive, and sometimes shocking. The mind always moves in a linear direction. And because there's no reality in it, it recoils and boomerangs. Thus, all the enterprises, all the projections so far we have done, it seems come back to us. Whatever they discover comes back to us as a big destructive power or a very big shock. So one has to decide what to do, how to be out of this trap of our mind. Kundalini is the solution. When she is awakened, she takes you. With that awakening, she takes you beyond your mind. The first thing is to go beyond your mind. With mind, you will do many things, but it will not be satisfying. It will be not a solution. It will not help. And when we start depending too much on our mind, we develop all kinds of physical, mental, emotional problems. Now the latest is the stress. Stress, and this stress has no solution, they say. But in Sahaja Yoga, we find the solution by crossing over this mind. It's like a barrier for our advancement. So, when you get your realization, you must understand that your Kundalini has taken your attention beyond the mind. Now, this reaction to outside has come because we human beings have a prism-like brain, or we can say prism-like skull. And when the energy passes into it, I have explained it in my books, it goes into bifurcations, or you can say refractions, by which our attention goes out and we react. If we react too much, then these bubbles create a very horrible mind which can lead to any kind of thing. It justifies itself, it pampers your ego. The ego and the conditioning that creates this mind start using, and this mind for the purpose of their fulfillment of their all the accumulation of ideas and thoughts, which has no backing, which has no reality with it. It's like we make the computer. Ultimately, we become slaves of the computer. We make the watches ourselves, and then we become slaves of the watches. That's how it dominates human beings. And when a person who has a very strong mind decides to destroy, like Hitler did, with some idea, he can go on destroying, which has a very far-fetched effect on our culture, on our spirituality. Now the first step is to become thoughtlessly aware, where you cross your mind. You go above your mind. Mind cannot affect you. This is the first stage, as we call it, thoughtless awareness. Second one is where you start seeing the working of this Parama Chaitanya, of this all-pervading power, and you start becoming aware that there is a lot of truth in what Mataji says, that there is this power which works out many things. It works miraculously so many things for you. It gives you blessings, it guides you, it helps you. In so many ways it helps you. It gives you good health, good wealth, and also a very good society of very beautiful people in the collective. All that you can see clearly is happening here. Now this happening of achieving thoughtless awareness is very simple and easy. But to maintain at that point is difficult. We still react and we think.
So now we will listen to a music video, and the sound you're going to hear is hum, ksham. Hum, I am, ksham, I forgive.
Sham Hum Sham Hum Sham Hum.
We'll continue to be in silence for a little bit. Bring your attention inside of yourself. You can close your eyes. Let's take a moment to balance our left channel. So we'll do that by bringing our right hand directly towards the earth. So you can just drop it over the chair, or if you're on the ground, just place your palm flat on the ground. So the left hand is open, the right hand is towards the ground. Let any heat, any imbalance that you may experience on your left hand go to the earth element. Mother, please balance my left channel. Please remove any imbalances from my left channel and put it in the earth element. You can bring your right hand back on the lap, palm facing up. Let's take a moment to balance our right channel. So our left hand bends at the elbow, palm facing back, and our right hand stays open on the lap. And let any heat you may experience on your right hand go to the earth element through the left hand, to the ether element, sorry. So all the imbalance, all the heat from your right hand goes to the ether element through your left hand. Mother, please balance my right channel. And you can lower your left hand back on the lap. Let's take our right hand, place it at the level of our Kundalini in front of our torso, and we will lift our right hand slowly up, keeping our attention on the hand as it raises. All the way through all the chakras, all the way to the top of the head. Let's do it 2 more times. Just raising your right hand so that your attention slowly goes up. And when you have your hand up there for a third time, just see for yourself what you feel with your right hand at this point of the meditation. Just observe those sensations. And you can put your right hand back on the lap. Next, we will place our right hand across the forehead. You can bend your head down a little bit. And here we will take the mantra for this Agya chakra, which is the mantra of Shri, Jesus, and Mary. So we will say it from our hearts as we hold our hand on this chakra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And you can give slight pressure with the tips of your fingers and with the base of your palm. And say one more time. Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now let's say a few times, I forgive. I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. Mother, I forgive. I forgive. Then we'll lift our hand on the Sahasrara on top of the head. We'll apply slight pressure, rotate our hand, and ask kindly for 7 times, Mother, please strengthen my self-realization. Please strengthen my connection. After 7 times, you can just place your hand back on the lap and continue meditating silently. If at any point your attention drops or you start thinking, just say, I forgive. You can even bring your attention slowly up with your hand. That sometimes helps. So try to maintain your attention at that spot where we held our hand on top of the head and say, I forgive if there's any interruption, any thought coming up. There's still slight pressure on the left and the right side of our head. So what we can do, we can just cross our left hand to the right side of the head and the right hand to the left of the head, and we can just cross our hands the level of the agya and bring our left and right channel down. So we can do this for 3 times. And at the same time, you can just say silently that hum and ksham within yourself when you bring your hands down. And you can also just pat the left and the right side of your head, just gently, saying the hum, ksham. After that, let's bring our attention back up to the top of the head and continue in silence for a little bit more. Let's bring our right hand up above the Sahasrara, about 5 to 10 inches, and let's observe what do we feel now. Maybe it's something different that you felt in the beginning. Raise your hand even higher up. And let's do same with our left hand. And you can place your left hand back on the lap, and then we'll raise both of our hands to the level of our hearts. Close your eyes and observe what you feel on your fingertips, the left, the right, and the palms. Lower your hands back on the lap and bring your attention slowly, without raising your hand, through the central channel, up, all the way up, through all the chakras, until Sahasrara, which is on the top of the head. And try if you can reach your attention even higher, higher up. Very nice. Now we can all put our hands together in Namaste to thank our Mother Energy for taking us to great heights again and depths during our meditation. And then we'll conclude by raising our Kundalinis and giving ourselves a bandhan. And let's do it like we did in the beginning, with full attention, so you feel it as you go. And over to you, Mark.
So I'm looking forward to inviting Sila and Phil back in a minute or two to share some of their experiences and answer some of your questions. But first, we have a few announcements about the 2025 course. Coming up on Thursday, June 19th, where we always aim our attention, the Sahasrara, that's where we're going to really be there on Thursday. This is our course schedule. We are coming up to the end of session 3 that ends on Tuesday, June 24th. And then will be a 4-week break where you have a chance to review the classes on the website, meet with your mentor, attend local meetings, and we'll also give you a list of alternate meetings. And then we'll return with this national 21-day course on Thursday, July 24th, and we'll run 3 days a week for 3 weeks, ending August 12th. However, ongoing every week without a break, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is our online collective foot soak. So same time, same Zoom link. You can join us for a short meditation and a foot soak. Here's the resources that we were talking about at the beginning of the program. You can request a mentor. You can request a second mentor if you want to have even more support and more fun. And the form is posted in the chat in the Zoom. If you haven't already done so, join our WhatsApp group and you'll get daily messages from us, reminders about the course. And home base is the course website. There's the QR code that will take you there, and that's the URL. And there's the previous classes recorded and the handouts. So now, this is where you can ask questions, and we have 3 different ways you can ask. You can talk one-on-one with a Sahaja Yoga teacher in a breakout room by writing to breakout room help in the chat. You can just chat with a Sahaja Yoga teacher by just sending a chat question to chat Q&A. Or you can text a message to me, the host, and we'll do our best to answer your question. So now I'd like to get our experienced Sahaja Yogis to come back on, Phil and Celia. So welcome back.
Wow,
Thank you.
what a lovely, lovely deep journey.
Okay, so here's a question. Someone gives you a gift and you react, you smile. Somebody tells a really good, as in really bad joke, and you laugh. So how do we understand the principle in Sahaja Yoga of not reacting in our daily lives? Phil?
Well, I think we have to just observe ourselves. I think it's really just being able to differentiate between how we feel as our core self and how we feel ourselves like we're supposed to react, because some of our reactions are conditioned by what society expects, and some are based on our maybe triggered by past experiences. So I think it's really just going deeper and really just kind of doing the work on it. You know, that Mother Kundalini, please help me to understand my base spiritual core that's separate from my reactions, separate from my habits that I may have.
Okay. Can you add anything to that, Sayla?
That was so nicely put, Phil. I don't know if I can add anything else to that. It's really, really about being in the state of witness and observing, right? And even though you're not there all the time, just reminding yourself of that bringing your attention up and saying, I'm the witness, I'm the pure spirit, and yeah, like that.
I think what you said is really important, is for reminding yourself to do it. Because oftentimes we get lost in the Maya, we get lost in the moment, and we forget that we have this power. We forget that we have this access within us So a lot of it's, so I think that's why it's so essential for us to meditate every night, every morning, every night, and to do the foot soak so that we kind of keep that state of mind near us and not something we go to once in a while.
Right.
In our lives, there's so many things happening. And Sila, tell us a situation in which you remembered not to react.
I'm a teacher. I teach kindergarteners, and there are chances of reacting throughout the day, as well as with the staff members. You know, you're in a constant interaction when you're working with kids. So whatever comes, if I can say that if I have really paid attention to my meditation that morning before I go to work, if I have a nice silent meditation, it's much easier for me to remember that now I should be a witness also at work, that bring up that quality of being a witness and not reacting to my daily life. So it's during the years it gets easier, and as you meditate, like Phil said, that's the most important. When you keep on meditating, it grows on you.
Phil, what happened? Something happened, and then you were able to remember to not react. Can you tell us a story?
Well, this sounds kind of weird, but as oftentimes when you react and you find yourself in the middle of a reaction, an emotional or verbal reaction, and go, oh gosh, I really shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have said that. As we meditate more, the timeline between the triggering and the event happens to the point where you can go, oh, I see this coming, and I can choose not to do that. It's something that happens as we really work on ourselves more, that we are in a situation, and it's almost like one of those sci-fi movies where everybody else stands still and you can kind of look around while they're like in slow motion, and you go, I see this one coming. I don't have to go down that path anymore. I may choose to be my spirit. So I don't know if it sounds like a trick or something, but it really is recognizing our spirit and recognizing that we have a choice to make, the right or left or center.
I remember distinctly a moment in which I saw the effects of the meditation, where somebody said something that would normally be a trigger for me to react with some kind of displeasure, judgment. They said something maybe that wasn't true, or it was kind of sharply said, maybe it was kind of rude. And then I kind of opened my mouth, and what came out surprised me because it was like diplomatic, it was sweet, it was including that person in my bunch of friends. And it was like listening to myself. I realized that that old habitual way to react had somehow been transformed. So it was a wonderful moment that, wow, this meditation works. And of course, things happen all the time. And as Sila was saying, that we get better at this. Um, what helps you the most to keep improving in your not reacting, Sila? Is there a particular chakra you work on, or what can we do?
Yeah, that's a good question. Knowing which chakra or chakras are related to that being in a witness state and not forgiving, it's like you can work on your Agya chakra, which says what we did today, saying the Ham Ksham. What I find works for me is the saying I forgive. It's like it goes back to the basics for me. I forgive, also having a candle in front of my eyes and looking through the flame. That really helps me too. And just bringing the ego and the superego down like this, what we did. Also, another thing that happens is the ice pack. That helps is the ice pack, because that's where when you look at the chakra chart and you see the chakras of Swadhisthana and Nabi on the right hand side, so if my Nabi or Swadhisthana, if they are heated up, if I have had a very stressful day, and if I don't take care of those chakras by placing ice pack on them, reactions might raise easier. So, and food soaking also. So there's a lot of things you could do.
Phil, anything to add?
Well, yeah, those are those are all must-haves. But for me, access to nature. When I'm feeling balled up about something, or I feel like I'm really starting to react, getting out into the nature, getting out into nature if you can, sit on the earth a little bit, but even just walking, getting away from all the rectangles and things that we live in all day long and the screens and stuff like that, and getting out. Either either by yourself, or if you have a pet or something like that, or a companion, getting into Mother Nature and then looking at the sky, and the Agya treatment there of just looking and releasing, and getting it out of your head, out of your eyes, or even.
Okay, we have a internet glitch with Phil. I'm sure we'll get Phil back. Um, Personally, oh, hi Phil. Okay, there was a brief pause there.
Oh, my internet's a little bit wonky tonight, I'm afraid.
It was that moment when everything stops, like in the science fiction movie. Yeah. You want to finish your thought?
Oh, I was just talking about just finding comfort in nature. That was really that you can kind of surrender at a certain point, just looking to the sky and just saying, I forgive, I release all of this that's balled up inside of me.
Sometimes I find I'm better at just watching things that are happening outside me, and the worst subject that I get my attention grabbed by, and the hardest one to just witness, is myself. So, Sila, how can you, how can I not react when I know I've made a mistake? When something has triggered me and I'm going, why did you do that?
That's a good question. Yeah, I have to say it's been hard for me to kind of forgive myself and not to react to my own mistakes. But it same way as reacting to other people or whatever is happening around you. It grows on you as you meditate, and so it's just a matter of saying that I'm not this thought, I'm not this idea, or I'm not this mistake, and just I mean, we are all humans, and you realize it. Also, laughing at yourself if you do some mistake, that really helps. I mean, there's different ways of dealing with it, but just boils down to the meditation, really. And as you grow in meditation, this kind of ways to witness even your own mistakes, they multiply.
Yeah, I'd heard about, forgive oneself and let it go, and I am not my thoughts. Because boy, can those thoughts be like, what planet are they coming from? Uh, and then one day someone said, I am not my blockages in my own chakras. And that really hit home for me because it's easy to react to our own imperfection. That, oh, still things to clear out, but I meditate. I come to 21 days and there's still things. And then realizing, oh, I am not the blockages that are still on their way out. The project continues. Um, Phil, anything you'd like to say about how we sometimes find it the hardest thing is to not react to our own, like, oops.
Well, two things. One is it's worth thinking about how long you were alive before you got your realization. in my case, it was in my 30s, So now I think I'm more than halfway. That's great. But for a long time, you had all this conditioning that you were brought up in, whatever culture that was, that was asking you to act a certain way, to react a certain way, to think about yourself a certain way. So it takes a fair amount of time to kind of break through that and go, okay, is this a valuable conditioning, or is this something that's holding me back? Um, and in light of that, I think it's worth when we do have reactions, going, where's this coming from? Is it me, or is it a conditioning? Is it because of some trauma I felt? Is it because of a family relationship? Is it something outside my um, ability to control? Because we kind of feel guilty, like we should be able to, that we're responsible for everything that we do and everything that happens to us. Well, we're not. Stuff happens, and stuff happens because of things that have happened to us in the past that, in a sense, we're not responsible for, but we're responsible for kind of surrendering and moving past those and replacing them with a positive attribute. It's not enough just to say, oh, bad thing happened to me. We need to find that, in a sense, clear it out, and then really build it, fill it with compassion, fill it with a positive vibration.
I like that very much, that we go over the day and we can count our mistakes, lots, and then just engulf them in positivity. Just wrap them in that attitude of, I know I'm going to improve, and I'm learning the techniques, how to just not react, just watch. So I have to say my reaction to being in a program with you two is just total delight. And I learned a lot, things I really want to put into action in my own life, because I do have some of that life before Sahaja Yoga stuff. It's still lurking around sometimes. So I just want to extend such a great thank you to Sila and to Phil for joining us for this program,
Pleasure.
and to all the people that have joined us in Zoom and on YouTube. Wishing you to have a very good rest of the day. May you have no reactions and have a very calm and enjoyable evening. And we'll see you Thursday.